The concept of the subaltern refers to groups in society who are socially, politically, and geographically outside of the dominant power structures. In South Asian literary studies, this idea has become crucial for understanding the voices and experiences that have historically been marginalized or silenced. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas's PhD dissertation offers a significant exploration of the subaltern, highlighting how literature can serve as a platform for these voices. By examining texts through the lens of the subaltern, scholars can uncover new perspectives on history, culture, and identity within the region. This approach not only enriches literary analysis, but also challenges traditional narratives, making it a vital area of study. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas's book offers a comprehensive exploration of the marginalized and subaltern groups portrayed in the short stories of Tarashankar Bandyopadhyay. Through careful analysis, the book sheds light on the struggles, voices, and lived experiences of those often overlooked in mainstream narratives. Biswas examines how Bandyopadhyay's storytelling brings attention to social hierarchies and the realities faced by the oppressed. This work not only highlights the literary significance of these stories, but also underscores their relevance in understanding broader social issues. The concept of the subaltern first emerged within Antonio Gramsci's Marxist framework, where it referred to groups excluded from dominant power structures and unable to speak for themselves within society. Gramsci's analysis highlighted how these marginalized voices were systematically suppressed by cultural and political hegemony. Later, Michel Foucault expanded the discussion by examining how power operates through diffuse networks and how resistance can arise even in subtle, everyday practices. In South Asian contexts, scholars adapted these theories to explore the unique forms of marginalization experienced under colonialism and post-colonial state structures. This evolution has shaped a nuanced understanding of how subaltern groups navigate and challenge systems of domination. Ranajit Guha played a pivotal role in establishing Subaltern Studies, a scholarly movement that sought to highlight the perspectives of marginalized groups in South Asian history. His work challenged traditional narratives that often centered on elite figures, instead focusing attention on the experiences and agency of lower-class communities. By foregrounding these voices, Guha reshaped the way historians approach colonial and post-colonial contexts, encouraging a more nuanced understanding of social dynamics. His influence continues to inspire research that prioritizes the stories and struggles of those previously overlooked in historical discourse. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas offers a comprehensive exploration of the theoretical boundaries that define the subaltern. He emphasizes that the concept of the subaltern is inherently relative, shaped by the dynamics of power relations and the structures of social hierarchies. According to his analysis, who is considered subaltern can shift depending on the context and the prevailing systems of authority. This perspective highlights the fluid nature of subalternity, reminding us that it is not a fixed identity, but one that emerges from ongoing social and political interactions. The term subaltern has its roots in post-colonial studies, where it refers to groups who are socially, politically, and geographically outside of the dominant power structure. In Bengali literature, the concept has been translated and adapted as Nimnoborg, which literally means lower class or marginalized group. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas has highlighted the importance of this term, emphasizing how it brings attention to voices and experiences often overlooked in mainstream narratives. The adoption of Nimnoborg in literary discourse allows for a deeper exploration of social hierarchies and the complexities of representation in Bengali society. Through this lens, literature becomes a powerful tool for understanding and giving voice to the marginalized. The book explores the complex dynamics of dominance and subordination through various mathematical frameworks. These models help illustrate how power is exercised and maintained within social structures. The analysis delves into the roles of coercion, persuasion, collaboration, and resistance, highlighting how each factor contributes to the balance or imbalance of power. By examining the interplay among these elements, the book provides a nuanced understanding of how authority is negotiated and challenged in different contexts. Antonio Gramsci's concept of hegemony explores how dominant groups maintain power not just through force, but by securing the consent of those they govern. This process involves shaping cultural norms and beliefs so that the existing social order appears natural and inevitable. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas builds on this idea by examining how ideological dominance operates within subaltern communities. He highlights the subtle ways in which consent is manufactured, often leading marginalized groups to accept their position within society. Through this lens, Biswas reveals the complex interplay between power, culture, and resistance among those who are often overlooked. Tarashankar Bandyopadhyay's short stories vividly portray the socio-economic hardships faced by marginalized communities in Bengal. Through his nuanced characters and settings, he explores how poverty, social exclusion, and limited opportunities shape the lives and identities of these groups. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas's analysis highlights the ways in which Bandyopadhyay captures the resilience and cultural richness of these communities despite their struggles. The stories not only document their challenges, but also celebrate their unique traditions and enduring spirit. This section delves into the lives of subaltern characters, including the Santal, landless laborers, and other marginalized groups. Despite facing systemic oppression and social exclusion, these communities demonstrate remarkable agency in shaping their own destinies. Through acts of resistance, both subtle and overt, they challenge the structures that seek to silence them. Their stories reveal a persistent struggle for dignity and recognition, underscoring the complexity and resilience of subaltern voices in history. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas's research delves into how religious beliefs, folk practices, and tantric traditions have significantly influenced subaltern resistance and the formation of identity. These cultural elements often serve as powerful tools for marginalized communities, enabling them to assert their agency and challenge dominant social structures. By drawing on rituals, symbols, and spiritual narratives, subaltern groups create a sense of belonging and resilience. The interplay between these traditions not only preserves cultural heritage, but also provides a framework for collective action and self-expression. Elite politics typically revolves around established power structures, where influential individuals or groups shape policies and decisions from positions of authority. In contrast, subaltern politics emerges from the experiences and struggles of marginalized communities. These groups often develop their own independent political consciousness, distinct from mainstream narratives. Their activism is rooted in addressing issues of oppression and exclusion, seeking to assert their voices and rights. This dynamic highlights a fundamental difference. While elite politics operates within existing frameworks, subaltern politics challenges and redefines them from the ground up. In his book, Professor Dr. Milton Biswas delves into several short stories by Tarashankar Bandyopadhyay, highlighting their vivid portrayal of subaltern life. Bandyopadhyay's narratives often center on marginalized communities, bringing their struggles, aspirations, and resilience to the forefront. Through nuanced characters and authentic settings, these stories offer a window into the everyday realities faced by those at the fringes of society. Biswas's analysis underscores how Bandyopadhyay gives voice to the voiceless, making their experiences an integral part of Bengali literature. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas's book stands as a vital historical and cultural document, offering profound insights into the lives of marginalized communities. Through careful research and compelling narratives, the book illuminates experiences that are often overlooked or misunderstood. By documenting these stories, it preserves important aspects of cultural identity and collective memory. This work not only enriches our understanding of history, but also encourages empathy and awareness toward the challenges faced by marginalized groups. Professor Dr. Milton Biswas's research continues to hold significant importance for both literary criticism and the exploration of subaltern histories in Bengal. His work provides valuable frameworks for understanding marginalized voices and narratives that have often been overlooked. By bridging literary analysis with historical inquiry, his contributions offer fresh perspectives on Bengal's complex social fabric. The enduring relevance of his scholarship lies in its ability to inspire new generations of researchers and readers to engage critically with the region's literature and history.